edited by me. Why was it banned, your book? The weight of the stupidity you must carry is heavier than the weight of banning. Not true. I'm afraid it is, cher maître. You come to belittle the meaning of your vocation. You come to believe that there is no literary culture that matters. There is a definite existential weakening of your position. This is regrettable because, in fact, you have written a masterpiece. Yet he never says what it is about my book that he likes. Maybe he doesn't really like it. Maybe he hasn't read it. Much subtlety in such persistence. The ruined exile will not be deflected from commiserating with the American success. What's he want? But it's you, I remind him, who's been denied the right to practice his profession. Whatever the scandal, I have been profusely, bizarrely rewarded. Everything from an Upper East Side address to helping worthy murderers get out on parole. That's the power a scandal bestows over here. It's you who's been punished in the harshest way, banning your book, prohibiting your publication, driving you from your country. What could be more burdensome and stupid than that? I'm glad you think well of my work, but don't be polite about cher maître's situation, mon cher ami. What made what you wrote such a scandal? The woman says, Zdeněk, tell him. What is there to tell? He says. A satirical smile is harder for them than outright ideological fanaticism. I laughed. They are ideologues. I hate ideologues. That is what causes so much offense. It also causes my doubt. I ask him to explain the doubt. I published one harmless little satire in Prague in 1967. The Russians came to visit in 1968, and I have not published anything since. There is nothing more to say. What interests me are these foolish reviews that I read in the library of your book. Not that they are foolish, that goes without saying. It is that there is not one which could be called intelligent. One reads such things in America, and one is struck with terror for the future, for the world, for everything. Terror for the future, even for the world, I understand. But for everything? Sympathize with a writer about his foolish reviews, and you have a friend for life, Sosovsky. But now that this has been achieved, I'd like to hear about your doubt. Tell him about your doubt, Zdeněk. How can I? I don't even believe in my doubt, frankly. I don't think I have any doubt at all. But I think I should. Why? I say. I remember the time before the invasion of Prague, he says. I swear to you that every single review of your work could not have been published in Prague in the 60s. The level is too low. And this in spite of the fact that according to simplified notions, we were a Stalinate country and the USA was the country of intellectual freedom. Zdeněk, he wants to hear not about these reviews. He wishes to hear about your doubt. Calm down, he tells her. The man is asking a question. I am answering it. Then do it. Do it. He has told you already that you have flattered him enough. Italy, Canada, now New York. She is as sick of him as of their wandering. While he speaks, her eyes momentarily close, and she touches the distended vein in her temple, as though remembering yet another irreversible loss. Sosovsky drinks my whiskey. She refuses even a cup of tea. She wants to go, probably all the way back to Czechoslovakia, and probably on her own. I intervene, before she can scream, and ask him, could you have stayed on in Czechoslovakia, despite the banning of your book? Yes. But if I had stayed in Czechoslovakia, I am afraid I would have taken the way of resignation. I could not write, speak in public. I could not even see my friends without being taken in for interrogation. To try to do something, anything, is to endanger one's own well-being, and the well-being